The Google Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro are some of the best phones on the market to date. They've improved tremendously on the earlier Pixel 6 and have fixed many of the bugs and issues that were previously there. But to properly show you how much these phones have improved over the years, we need to go back to where it all started. Okay, so, one day back in 2016, some guys at Google were like, hey, we own Android, a phone operating system. Why don't we make a phone? So later that year, the Google Pixel and Pixel XL were born, becoming known as the first Google phone. Technically, they were the first phone made by Google and not by another company for Google, like the earlier Nexus phones. But we don't talk about them. This phone was big news and was received relatively well for its time. Its main feature was the camera, one of the best cameras for its time, back when cameras weren't a big selling point for phones. It had a 12.3 megapixel rear-facing camera and an 8 megapixel front-facing camera, and began a push for better cameras on phones. We are now back in 2022 with the release of the Pixel 7. This phone was a much more refined version of the Pixel 6, having solved all the bugs and issues had by the 6. It features a 50 megapixel rear-facing camera, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and on the Pro, a 48 megapixel 5x telephoto lens. Similar specs to last year's phone, but slightly better. The price has even stayed the same, at $800 for the base Pixel 7, and $1,180 for the Pro. Very good pricing for a phone of its caliber when you compare it to the iPhone 14, a worse phone, at a base price of $1,100. Google has a way of solving problems that not many other phone companies have. Instead of solving problems with hardware like Samsung, they solve problems with software and use a lot of processing to make their images and videos look beautiful. To help with all this processing, they made their second-generation Google Tensor G2 processor. The Pixel 7 even fixed their visor that contains all the rear-facing cameras to blend much better with the sides of the phone. Truly a refined experience of a phone and a big competitor to the iPhone 14. Looking back on how good the Pixel 7 is, I wonder how Google can top this, how they can make a better phone from here. Will they be able to improve it as much as the Pixel 6 and 7 did? Or will their next phone be like another Pixel 5, a copy of the last version? All questions I ask for the audience to wonder to themselves as my presentation time is coming to a close. I wish you all the best and thank you for listening to my presentation. Okay, please. Yes, I recorded. No, come on! Dude! It is recording. If it stops, I'm just going to... Are you kidding?